Let's get started. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining the stream today. We're going to talk about two things. Two things. First would be the true crime community that Diago scammed himself into. I'm gonna be blunt, I'm gonna be straight up before I even get into that, and it's just that and that's to say that I did have some fucking epic ass good streams that I wanted to pull off, but that would have to depend on if people decided to speak or not. So don't think I'm just sitting here. Don't think I'm just here twiddling my thumbs, trying not to get some interaction going, trying not to get some collab going, trying not to get some facts talking about, because I am. I was. Well, what can I say? People don't gravitate to me for that, and that's unfortunate. But so, all right, hold up. Let me try to find Diego's fucking true crime channel. So, what am I talking about here? First off, oh, this can't just so in. I should really hold up. Hold up. Let me videos. She is wow. So Candace Owens, you guys know Candace Owens is, right? She worked with Charlie Kirk. Wow. Oh man, she just released some audio that sounded interesting. I was watching it on the channel. So it's looking like, and it's kind of funny because I was going to talk about these two things, but at the same time, it's like I'm dissing one person for the conspiracy theories while fucking promoting somebody else for their conspiracy theories. So it's a strange paradox. Happy Tuesday, Daniel Barry. Welcome to the stream. So it's a weird paradox. And that is because, and it's probably not going to age well at all. But anyhow, I already have her on a watch later. Save to watch later, which I already did. Alright, let's look for Diego's channel. Diego. Where is Diego? Fuck, hold up. Diego. Oh, true crime. True crime. That's not true crime, it's fucking conspiracy. So what the fuck are you doing, Diego? Why are you scamming 40-year-old story? Kurt Cobain was fucking depressed. Kurt Cobain he was just been out of it. The music he was playing was depressing him. He hated singing Yay for the Team Spirit every single fucking night, even though everybody was loving it. You know? He had some issues. It's a thing of being a performer. You see this with a lot of performers who play hard and they play deep and they talk about depression and they talk about all this deep, intricate shit, but at the same time, they're opening their own wounds, Of course, they never say that because people are liking it, So you gotta give yourself boundaries when dealing with that. Where can I find Diego streams? True crime. Hold on, let me see if I just put a stupid name. True crime. Wait. Um, Kurt Cobain. Let's see if this video comes up. Kurt Cobain, true crime. Okay, that's fine. Where is Diago's channel? Diago's channel. What a loser. Show didn't come up. True crime. I knew I should have looked at it beforehand. Fuck. Hey, what's up? Thank you, Cardi. What's up, Cardi? True crime with cafe with Diego. Thanks, Cardi. You just saved the stream. True crime with Diego. Whoa, Cardi just saved the stream. Oh, fuck, I wrote it wrong. True crime cafe with Diego. How you doing, Cardi? What's going on? Cardi saved the stream. Cardi saved the stream. What about laptop? Oh, hey, what's up? What's up, fan channel? How's it going? Why you in pain, fan channel? You shouldn't be in pain, fan channel. Okay, well, sleep good. Hi. Sleep good. Tuck yourself in. Watch the stream tomorrow. I'm gonna get into some conspiracies, but like I said, it's funny because I'm gonna be shitting on this conspiracy, the Kurt Cobain, how it's all being taken out of context and shit. But yeah, I'm gonna be talking about Candace Owens, the Candace Owens shit we're all seeing going on. Which, as you know, Candace Owens worked with Charlie Kirk, and Charlie Kirk was assassinated. And Charlie Kirk's wife, Erica Kirk, a lot of people are kind of mixed up on her. Because at first, Erica Kirk, we just thought she was a model, but apparently she knew Trump. Apparently she made all these. She's been an actress and a voice actress. So it's like, what the fuck? It's like she's been around. Not like that. She's been around, whereas making infomercials, being an actress, like it oh no, she didn't meet Trump, but she's affiliated with. She's got deeply rooted connections, deeper than anyone's ever realized. And we didn't find this out until after Charlie Kirk passed away, you know? So this was very fascinating. I will, Cardi, have fun listening to him tomorrow, if you could take me. Okay. So, the first grifter. Diago Cafe. West Crime Cafe. Scam, grifting. West Crime Cafe. Do you know who Kurt Cobain is? Hold up. Sorry, I'm posting the Crime Cafe. Cafe, not cafe. Kobain. Should I just say the whole name? Kobain. Okay, Kurt. Fine, I'll just say his name. Kurt. Is his name with the K? It's Kurt Cobain, isn't it? Hold up. Oh my god. Of course, it's with the fucking K. There I go. Shitting on my fucking. You didn't even know how to spell his name? Oh my god, fuck you. I can't watch this video. What the fuck? You didn't even know it was Kurt with the fucking K. What is this shit? No, I'm not watching this fucking bullshit. You didn't even know how to spell Kurt's name. Oh my god. Horrible stream. Horrible stream. He doesn't even know who fucking Kurt Cobain is either. What the fuck? I can already see the criticism now, and you know what? I haven't listened to a Kurt Cobain song in a long, long ass time. But his songs are pretty out there. You know, his songs are pretty like rhythm heavy. You know, I like him just as I admire Linkin Park. So here we are on a crime with Diago. Crime Cafe. So as you know, Kurt Cobain died in what, 97? I don't remember past 2000. But Kurt Cobain was already in rehab and for drinking and suffering from his depression. He's been adamant he has had depression and stuff. So Courtney Love. No, bullshit. You just fucking looked it up. You didn't know it's their name. Oh my god. Now, Courtney Love was out of town. So she tried to get the guns removed. You know, this was because there was guns at the compound, but that didn't work out. And Kurt Cobain went to the compound, did himself in. He wrote a letter. He wrote a letter basically like saying like he's done with this music, you know, he just wants to quit the music and all that. And excuse me, basically his depression was talking. And so a lot of people don't find this letter credible because on the last part it's just like it's like him saying I love you. And watch, I'll show you what it is. Hold up. Kurt Cobain's letter. Let me look it up right now. Let me try to get it. So basically the drama is that there's basically like on the bottom of the suicide letter in Minecraft of Kurt Cobain. Come on. just loading. Hold up. It's a different ride, and it's like I love my daughter and all this and so and watch. So let me go to the letter. So yeah, basically the problem was that the bottom of the letter was different. It's like he totally changed the subject. It starts saying I love you and people are better without me. But it could be the same writing, but a lot of people are convinced that it's a different writing, so it was like set up and they just killed him. And another thing that they have issues with is that the gun, they're saying that he couldn't have basically reached the hilt. So, because you got a big shaft of a gun and you got the hilt, and then you got the tip. So they're saying that that it would be way too long. He couldn't have reached it. So that's another thing that people are trying to disregard the Minecraft suicide thing, which I admit, well, no, okay. So let's get to the this little Howard Bloom. Well, here it is. He's doing the Kobain. This is part 2, though, huh? This is a 2-hour stream of grifting. All right, let's go.
Switch to TurboTax. File free in the app by 2/28.
Our channel's mission kind of suspicious investigations or not very good investigations, corruption, all that good stuff.
Corruption, of course, yeah, corruption. You know what? I'm a reptilian. Okay, but I think the meat, bread and butter. Those people are just they wouldn't believe that he did that. He played music. He had a daughter. He had a hot wife. And then he just did that. Well, he had depression. He had clinical depression, But you don't want to go with that because then you wouldn't be able to grift as hard.
So I'm going to go ahead and bring up first here. We're going to bring up Diago. One moment here.
But this is a
show for you tonight. Put some info out there, and we will.
What's this bug guy?
Get going. So,
all right.
Is it good to be alive in the den?
Always.
Sunday night.
Yes.
Is it good to be alive? Wow. How fucked up is that? Are you like shitting on? Did you just shit on everybody who's dead that they're grifting off of? It's good to be alive. Wow. What is that? It's good to be alive. Oh, wow, that's kind of disgusting. It's good to be alive. Like, yeah, it's good to be alive grifting off of you. Is that what you mean? Is that what you mean, huh? It's good to be alive. We're grifting off of these people. who had passed away, and so now you're trying to grift them, throwing in conspiracies and all that other bull.
Always.
It happened quietly.
Jen's
Too
got it.
quiet.
No, go ahead, buddy. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Too quietly for something that loud to end. A man worth millions. A voice that defined a generation. A body found alone in a locked room. And a story wrapped up almost as fast as it began. They told us it was a suicide. They told us not to look too closely. They told us grief explains everything.
Yeah, depression.
Death doesn't rush. Only narratives do. Tonight, we're talking about Kurt Cobain.
What are you talking about? Death rushes. Death rushes all the time. A lot of people aren't ready. A lot of people themselves aren't ready to go. Charlie Kirk wasn't ready. You know? What is that? Another fucking sarcastic quip at the dead? Who you're grifting and profiting from, by the way. So you better show them some fucking respect.
Not the legend, not the martyr, not the romantic tragedy sold to us for decades. We're talking about the last days, the final hours, the details that don't fade with time. They sharpen. The unanswered phone calls, the handwriting that doesn't quite match.
I told you about the handwriting. I told you about the handwriting. The phone call, I'm not too sure of, but the last time Courtney Love, and I did look into this, the last time Courtney Love talked to Kurt Kobain, and this is an illegal document, where they're just having a little argument, you know, because Kurt just broke out of the addiction facility. He broke out of the facility he was, and Courtney was like not very comfortable. So there's a back and forth tussle, you know, like, babe, it's not helping me. What? Why? Why isn't it helping you? Why are you out? It wasn't doing anything. I'm gonna go home, okay? No, I don't. I'm not even. Can you go somewhere else? Can you like not go home? I don't want you to be alone, Kurt. Courtney, don't do this. You know I'm fine, Courtney. Okay, everything's good. What do you mean? You just broke out, babe. Like, what are you talking about? Like, and then I'm over here and I can't be over there, and then I don't know what the daughter is, but and then it's like because Courtney, look, it's gonna be fine, okay? It's gonna be okay. Oh man, all right, babe. Good night. Okay, we'll talk to you later. Bye, Courtney. You know, that's okay, but that's of course is my assumption on how it played out. But it is documented that the last conversation Courtney Love and Kobain had was basically a little argument. She was expressing that she's not comfortable with him being out and having left and going home, stuff like that. I can try to find the information here. You know what? Hold up. Okay, hold up. Why isn't this showing? Hold up. Let me try to find information. What is it? Courtney. Last conversation with Kurt. Last conversation with Kurt. Da, 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 da. What the hell? What the fuck? Oh no, why isn't this showing up? So weird. Okay, well, I'm looking. Alright. So anyhow,
Toxicology that raises eyebrows instead of closure. The timeline that asks you to suspend disbelief or stop asking questions altogether.
yeah. Thank you, Mr. Bug Eye.
They say he wanted to die. But people who want to die don't make future plans. They don't talk about getting clean. They don't fight for custody. And they don't leave behind mysteries this loud. Some deaths feel final. This one feels interrupted. Because when the most famous voice of pain in the world goes silent, you have to ask, was it despair? Was it pressure? Was it control? Or was it something far more?
We'll look at all those things tonight. Me and you. We shall look at all that stuff tonight. Right now, I'm trying to get to that phone call. For some reason, hold up. It's been a prank. I think it's been a prank because I have to update my phone. What the fuck? Hold up. Oh, for Frankie D, why are you talking shit on your stream, Frank? Why are you talking shit about me on your stream, Frank? Did I put my time out?
Uncomfortable. This is the part where most podcasts soften the edges. We don't. We sit with the evidence. We sit with the contradictions. We sit with the possibility that the truth didn't die in that room. It was buried with it. Tonight isn't about blame. It's about scrutiny. It's about whether the official story holds up when the lights are low and the excuses run out. So don't listen casually. Don't half hear this. Because once you look at this case in the dark, it never looks the same again. This is Devil's Advocates. And tonight, we ask whether
Devil's Advocates.
Kurt Cobain's death was the end of his life or the beginning of a lie.
Why is the belief that people don't change so common?
Fuck.
Well, because they don't usually change till they have to, most people.
Stupid ad. What the hell?
And with that, live from New York, it's Sunday night.
That was a good one. I like that
Well
one.
done. Love it. Love it. That was excellent. Thank you.
There's
So-
Diago
It
down
makes
there.
much sense. I've been titling
Yeah.
our little series here "Soaked in Lies," so there you go.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I am Diago. I'm right here. Should I be doing this in Diego's voice? I think maybe I should.
Pretty much what it is too. So, all
So-
right. So 1-1, if you want to kick it
Yeah,
off here,
so what
you
we
can
were-
explain where we're starting and that
Sure,
kind of thing.
sure. So we've covered a bunch of kind of thinking exercises and outside the box kind of ideas a bit with this case. It doesn't matter whether you think,
It doesn't matter what you're saying.
this is a crazy idea. This is not, you have to be at least willing to listen.
Very, okay, who's this guy? This is King of Clips 1-1. This is Diago. We all know Diago, scammer there. This is JJ, State of the Deep. Epstein looking guy. And this is Robin, Queen of the Scene.
And
This is Head meatball, Diego. What the fuck?
it's not about whether you necessarily believe one idea or not. Just be open to the dialogue that anything is possible, and it is. You look at what's going on with Idaho 4. So,
Those are big shades. Damn, that's so weird. There's some. Oh, this is weird. Buckeye. Man. Beetleborg there. We'll call him Beetleborg. We'll call him one Beetleborg.
so what we want to do, we felt. So there's a few things. We felt that
Big bad Beetleborgs. Big bad. Oh god, you guys remember this? Hold on, let me get it. This is off the cuff. God, here, let me see if I can find it. Oh fuck, here it is. Here it is. I'm gonna show it real quick. Okay, hold on. Let me show this. Let me show this over here. This is hilarious.
Three typical average kids love to read their comic strips.
Fucking, this looks so 90s, by the way. Holy fuck.
Wish they became big bad Beetleborgs. Big bad Beetleborgs. Big bad Beetleborgs. Then new villains came along.
Fuck. This is like fucking Team Old Power Rangers, man. Look at this shit. God. Fuck. Oh, this guy, like, this it's like a child wrote this shit.
Then new villains came along to move away their powers. Beetleborgs were in a fix and now have gone metallic.
I don't know why, but I thought this guy was what's his name? I thought he was fuck. I thought he was come on. Jay Leno. Shit. I thought it was Jay Leno at first. Looks so weird. Kinda looks like him now. What? Holy shit, what a knockoff. Have you guys other than there's this one, fucking VR Troopers, watch. Oh, this one's gay. Oh,
One
fuck.
thing I've noticed about football fans is they all talk like the players can actually hear
Okay.
them. Proud of you. But when you have guys
Countdown control. 4, 3, 2, 1.
One. Jeez. You want to see my favorite one? Here, watch. You want to see my favorite? Well, that's the shitty one. If you want to see my favorite one, what's it called? Mystic Knights. Oh, this shit is epic. Watch. Mystic Knights intro. Oh yeah, this shit's fucking like, oh my god. You guys gotta see this. We're all over this. Love that. catches my eye. I don't remember ever seeing that villain in action though. Ever. Villain. I never seen. Oh, that's just bomb. Oh, you know what my favorite thing is? Watch. I'm sorry. One more time. Oh, that's my favorite one. Oh man, it's a bomb. You know what's that?
Warlords and kings. A land in turmoil cried out for a hero.
Okay, I'm gonna copyright strike. Back to the Diago stream. What's up? Who's this? Off the rails. Oh, hey Frank. Because Frank, you're being a mean jerk on your stream about me, talking shit. That's why, Frank. But you're back here, so why are you crying? Why are you crying, Frank? Okay, looks like my internet's working now. All right, we need to get to that letter though. While we're watching this, let me try to get to that letter.
To make it a little more, I guess, follow a thread and make it a little easier to understand instead of. So there's a million things with this case, just like the Idaho 4, and we are going to get to many of those things, like the suicide note, and there's a lot of different people that are going to come into play, contradictions. We felt that it would be best to follow kind of more so a timeline. Let's go back to kind of the beginning instead of jumping around all over the place.
Yes, go back to the beginning. Go back to the scene of the crime.
People may get a little like they'll have the idea of kind of what happened, but it's I think better to follow the timeline. It gives you more of a background.
Convince me.
Yeah.
And sometimes the timeline in itself, as accurate as we can get it, will tell a story even in itself just from that.
How did you make this a fucking 2-hour graph too? Like, damn. Okay.
Well, we've laid the groundwork for the whole story, you guys, basis of it, and now like we're kind of gonna go in, like he said, from the beginning with the timeline, basing it in detail, guys, for each section.
Right. So there's a bunch of
Okay. All right, then we are gonna be the fact checkers. I'm just not gonna sit here, twiddle my thumb, and scratch myself here. I'm gonna try to look at, but I did talk about that letter, right? So hold up. Let me see. Let me look it up through here faster. Hold on. What? This is the suicide letter. Hold on, I think this is it. Hold on, let me send it to my Discord and scratch it from there. Let me see. Discord, come on. Stop being slow, hurry up. I'm trying. Okay. God, alright. I think that's pretty much it. Fuck, did I just hold up? I need to look at that letter real quick. Fuck, man. Sorry, my mom just she likes to send me a bunch of stuff. Like weird. Okay, so let me get the letter. Sorry, guys. Delete that. There we go. Let me get that letter. The letter is the first one we're going to talk about. And I was looking through a Facebook. Somebody known as their sister said that they asked Courtney about the letter and something shit. I don't know. It's weird. But, alright, let me get the letter right here. Okay, so. Okay. So, let's look at that letter. I told Frank why. Okay, I have the letter ready. So if you guys want to see it. But okay, let's listen to what they have to say.
To people who are involved in this case. So I'm gonna probably start us off a bit talking about his trip to Rome that he took. But before I get into specifically talking about Rome, there's a few people who I'm gonna mention who come up that kind of play sort of a part with this Rome trip and then from him leaving and going to Seattle. So one of the people that I was going to mention is one of the band members from Nirvana, which is Novoselic. So just to give kind of a little brief thing about him, because I think it's important. Like we're going to say like different names, and if you don't know who we're talking about, it could get. I could just say band member, and like, okay, he was part of the band, but just to give a little more like substance of who we're talking about here. So,
you get hurt in a car accident, and they give you a check that wouldn't cover my shoe shine? That's disrespect. With Case Connect, you don't just
Fuck you, Ad. Okay.
He was born May 16th, 1965. So Chris Anthony Novoselic is an American musician, politician, and activist. He co-founded and played bass on every album for the rock band Nirvana. Novoselic and Kurt Kobain formed the band Nirvana in 1987, soon recruiting drummer Aaron Burkhart, which we may further talk about, who was the drummer of the group until October 1987. Through the late 1980s, Nirvana, this is a little background, Nirvana established themselves as part of the Seattle grunge scene, releasing 3 albums between 1989 and 1993. Nirvana abruptly ended in 1994 following the death of Kurt Cobain. Novoselic has been inducted into the Rock and Roll of Fame as a member of Nirvana and has also received a Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award as a member of the band. After Nirvana disbanded, Novoselic formed Sweet 75 in 1995 and Eyes Adrift in 2002, releasing 1 album with each band. From 2006 to 2009, he played in the punk rock band Flipper. 2011, he contributed bass and accordion to the song I Should Have Known on the Foo Fighters studio album Wasting Light. From 2017 to 2020, he played bass and accordion for the band Giants in the Trees. Outside of music, he's active politically from 2007 to 2010. He wrote a weekly column on music and politics for the Seattle Weekly website. He also served on the board of the electoral reform organization Fair Vote and has served as its chair. And it's like some other stuff that he did. So just to give you a little background on him, his early life, like I said, so he's born in Compton, California, May 16th, 1965. He's the son of Croatian immigrants, Kristo Novoselic and Marija Mustak. I probably butchered that, but Kristo was a native of Veli Iz on the island of Iz, while Marija originates from Privlaka. The original Croatian surname of Novoselic was mistakenly changed to Novoselic by a cleric when Kristo was applying for a passport to go to America. Novoselic lived in Compton for 1 year before his parents moved to the ethnically Croatian Los Angeles neighborhood of San Pedro. His first language is Croatian. He has a younger brother and younger sister. 1979, his family relocated to Aberdeen, Washington. 1980, his parents sent him to live with relatives in Zadir, Croatia, Yugoslavia. He returned to Aberdeen in 1981. His earliest memory of listening to music is listening to Chuck Berry with his father. Growing up, he had a severe underbite for which he underwent corrective surgery. Now a little more into what influenced him. Novoselic was interested in bands such as Led Zeppelin, Black Sabbath, The Who, Van Halen, Devo, and Aerosmith. He also enjoyed listening to Yugoslavian bands such as, I can't forget it, Severano, whatever. I can't even say this, forget it. I give up. He became interested in punk rock and discovered bands such as the Sex Pistols and Ramones when he lived in the Socialist Republic of Croatia, Yugoslavia, at the age of 14 for 1 year. He has cited Paul McCartney, Geezer Butler, John Entwistle, and Gene Simmons as fundamental influences on his bass playing. Novoselic's brother, Robert, is the one who introduced him to his friend Kurt Kobain, who had noticed loud music coming from upstairs in the Novoselic household. Robert told Kobain that it was his older brother who listened to punk rock. Later, Kobain and Novoselic met drummer Aaron, important in the story. So, and I gave, and it's good to have some background info too on
oh yeah, absolutely.
So so there was some extra stuff obviously in there, but it's always good to hear. So, so that, we're gonna kind of go talking about what happened with this Rome trip.
What's up, Primo? Welcome to the stream. I already told what's his name why he was banned. Welcome to the stream, Primo. Okay, the suicide letter I got from a Facebook page, but so I'm gonna try to put this other one up here. Though it looks the same, but it's from the History channel. It's history. It seems a lot more credible. So, because history archive. History archive. And history archive. Hold up, me. History of Facts, that's what it's called. History of Facts. Here's the channel. 6 seconds of history, skipping the boring parts, cutting straight to the good stuff. Media news. History India. History India? Yeah, this is History India. Accept all. History India. This is History TV. History TV seems pretty credible. Let's say History India, though. It's weird. All right. Oh. Let's see. It's basically the History Channel. So, let me put this back up here.
It's very implemental in this entire story of mine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you want to pull up that I guess the first picture. I think it's the first picture I sent you, Robin. Take a look at that paragraph.
From the small paragraph, or the other one?
Yeah. There's one that's like a little longer.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, can't see it. I think it's the one that looks
Is it
like
the one that you highlighted? Yeah.
There's the
Yeah.
letter.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is it.
Okay, well, let's look at the letter ourselves, shall we? Let's look at the letter ourselves, shall we, you guys? Shall we? And this is from the history channel, so it seems pretty credible. I mean, I'm good. How are you doing? I'm talking about two conspiracy theories. I'm talking about the Kurt Cobain one, and I'm talking about the one Candace Owens is exposing regarding Charlie Kirk. That's what I'm talking about, Primo. So, shall we look at that letter, you guys? Alright, here. We'll look at the letter. Again, if you're feeling depressed, call the hotline, get someone to talk to. But before that, you call your friend, tell them, you want to get some tea, you want to get some coffee, or want to come over and play video games with you, or talk, or whatever. You really need somebody. If that don't work, then call that. But I mean, or just be careful. So, all right, okay. Let me stop showing. Let me share this. I could probably show the whole screen. Here's Kurt's letter. Spoken. Okay, so TJ bad. CHB what? To what? Oh, to bad egg or something. Spoken from type of exposure. What? Expose script. Simpleton. Spoken from an something simpleton who obviously would rather be emaciated, infantile, come pinty. This what? This not should pretty easy to understand. This not should okay meant like this should not be pretty easy to understand. All the warnings from the Punk Rock 101 ever the something since my first introduction to the shall we say something. I haven't felt the environment or entitlement of listening to us. Okay. Okay. The live and hard from the crowd, which is something I admire and enjoy. I think that's enjoy or envy. The further I can't fool you, any one of you, I Google what for you. The worst crime I can think of would be to what something by faking it and pretending as if I'm having 100% fun. Okay, he's talking about his music. He's like saying like he doesn't want to fake it. He's not having fun. This is pretty much what everybody concludes. You need to call me? Wow, what's going on? What do you mean you need? What do you mean you need to call me, Primo? What are you talking about, Primo? What do you want to call me about, Primo? What? Yeah, my Discord. So okay, hold on. Let me see. 100% fun. Sometimes I feel I should a punching clock. Sometimes I feel I should have a punch in the clock before I walked on stage. I've told everyone or everything that my private to appreciate, and I ate good. Believe me, I do. Okay. I go by the then was asked to appreciate, but I'm what? I need to be kindly named in order to. Oh, this is blurry and everything. I asked on one last stupid. I've had a much better appreciated. You ask the people I've had as if I can't set. Why don't you just what? Enjoy it? What? Okay. I don't. I guess so many people are telling him just why can't you just enjoy it? But it's hard because he's going through shit and it's a lot of shit that he has to deal with, a lot of mental toll he has to take in. About what? Okay. Here's my Discord. Alright, let me get my Discord ready. Let me show you my channel. My Discord channel is Damius4. Who else is in here? Here's my Discord. Do you want to come on the stream, or are you trying to tell me in person? Are you trying to come up here and stream, or are you trying to tell me something in private, Primo? Alright, let's get back to this. I have it. My God. Yeah, that's kind of sad. So here's the where people are like, yeah, this doesn't sound like him. Because he's not, it sounds like, please keep going to Courtney for Francis for her life, which will be so much happier without me. Love you. That's sad. But you see, people are saying that this is not him. That this is not him. That somebody else wrote this. Plus, like the rum trip somebody talked about. I'm guessing that was the. Oh no! Wait, I don't. Okay, I shouldn't. All right then. Let's get back to the true crime place. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Let me know when you got it. Why did I take off my? Oh, there we go. You see my sexy face now. Share screen. Let's get back to the True Crime Cafe. Yeah, it's my Discord. Oh, I'm sorry. You don't have my Twitter? Do you have Twitter, Primo? Sorry. Alright, let me get you the Discord. Shit. Fuck. Discord. Patrol the corner. Okay. One member, one online. I don't know what the fuck I was doing here. Alright, here's my Discord link. Discord link. Alright then. This Discord link. Oh. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, and understand that this what he's about to go into, you guys. This was a lot like the Idaho 4 story, a very narrative driven story by Miss Courtney Love. So really understand.
It wasn't, however, until 8 days after Kobain returned to Seattle from Rome to recuperate from a failed suicide attempt in March that those close to him realized that it was time to resort to drastic measures. Kobain had gone cuckoo, says Gold Mountain Entertainment's Janet Billings, whose message Courtney Love's band Hole, along with several domestic disputes. Cobain's relationship with Nirvana was rocky. In fact, Love told MTV that Cobain said to her weeks after Rome, "I hate it. I can't play with them anymore." She added that he only wanted to work with Mitchell Stripe of REM. In the last few weeks, I was talking to Kurt a lot, Stipp said in a statement. We had a musical project in the works, but nothing was. Okay, so I got what he's trying to say. He's trying to say, like, see, Kurt had plans. So how could he want to just kill himself when he had plans? He wanted to work with this Aryan dude. He wanted to do other stuff. He just wanted a way out. But some people didn't want him to go. Some people allegedly did him in because he didn't want to make them any more money.
And this story has its roots, and they're deep because of her.
Right.
Yep.
So.
Plus, when I have some stuff to add into the mix of this, whenever you go through your stuff, you get to it.
Sure.
Did you push the link? Oh, wait, what's that? Alright. I sent you the link, Primo. Hope you're okay.
Sure. I got a bunch, so right. I'll do some stuff, and then whenever you guys want to chime in. So we're talking about we're going to talk about the Rome incident, and we're going to talk about
Primo. If it's an emergency, I could end the stream and bring you on here just to talk. You know what? My number's out there. Call me. Do you have my number? Okay. Give me my number. You joined the. Okay. Okay, Primo. Oh, God. What do you want to message me about? Nobody's in here. It's just us. Okay. So, all right, we'll get back to this thing.
There's stuff that came up with guns with this, and the big question: was he trying to commit suicide or not? Like, what was going on? What was all this? What is all this about? So,
bingo.
Before we get,
well, he had a first suicide attempt. You just got told that earlier up here. You know, just like when Chester Bennington had like suicide too. So years prior. Wait, did he attempt again? Oh, no. Okay.
This Rome trip. All right, so there were domestic disputes within the Kobain home. The very
domestic dispute in the Kobain home. Okay. Is this important? How important is this, bro? All right, there we go. Give me a text call.
month prior to Kurt Cobain's death. I'm not sure if people are even aware of that. And
how important is it? I could put the stream on mute right now and answer your call. I don't mind. Is that phone even right on? Oh yeah, it's bringers on. Okay, here we go. Back to her.
And we mentioned this is also ongoing. JJ kind of threw it out there. He's mentioned a few times. This is also in the background going on. The female admirer of Kurt's that I'm pretty sure Courtney was aware of, and she felt extremely threatened by, and that she was so jealous to the point that she punched her in the face. So that did happen.
She was so threatened and jealous. She punched someone in the face. Okay, that's.
And this is also the female admirer who, mysteriously, died 2 months after Kurt Cobain. So yeah, it's a very interesting thing.
Very mysteriously.
Right. So it wasn't, however, until 8 days after Cobain returned to Seattle from Rome to recuperate from a failed suicide attempt in March. So it's kind of like what we're talking about here. That people close to him realized it was time to resort to drastic measures.
I just discarded you my number. Prima. My number's in the Discord.
Paragraph 5, Rolling Stone of June 1994. It basically, Courtney Love is the only person that was basically putting out there that he was saying that he wanted to commit suicide. There was no one else, no friends, no, his lawyer, family. It was only her, only her.
He said in the letter he'd wanted to. He always talked about depression when of course, if you have depression,
In fact, even I didn't have
comes with depression, suicidal ideation, stuff like that.
Thing on him, but a little thing on so David Grohl, the drummer, he himself says in the documentary of Foo Fighters back and forth. When he came home, I remember talking to him on the phone saying, "Hey man," he was very apologetic. No, I took his pills. I was drinking his champagne, and I was in Rome. It was just made a mistake. So,
he got back from Rome. So he got back from Rome. They all did an intervention, and they got him into the sober facility, right?
Nirvana was on a European tour, And Hole, that is Courtney. So Courtney Love, that's her group. Hole. She was out touring wherever they were.
In the general chat. Give me a second. All right, I'm gonna mute my. Oh no, I should. Let me mute this. See what's. I'm sorry. Let me mute it. See what's going on with Primo. Yeah, hold up. Of course I'm muting. What the fuck? What the fuck is this bullshit? Stupid. Okay. Alright. Alright. Wow. Primo, it just costed me 5 peach. Everyone's gone. So I'm saying, fuck this guy. I won't be down for a while. Oh, what's this? Stranger Than Fiction. Yep, that's Diago. That's Diago up there. This kid must be like 19 by now. Remember? He wouldn't get his kid fucking water. Remember that shit? Man. Remember how fucked up that was? Try to play it off. Okay.
Kurt and Courtney had been separated already for some time, and Nirvana comes to a break. It was kind of like a 2-week break in their tour, and he decides to fly to Rome. And now, at this point, when he went there, okay, he was diagnosed with the flu, and he had bronchitis. So he had just gone to a Reading festival where he performed, and the reason he wanted to go to Rome. So this is a key thing too for you guys to understand. Like, what was the big deal about Rome? Well, the reason he wanted to go to Rome and meet up with his wife was not because he wanted to spend quality time with her. You have to remember that he had a baby with her. So regardless of whether he wanted to be with her or not, he still has to talk to her, right? So there was lots of ongoing arguments. At this point, he already, Courtney knew he was already he was on the out. He wanted to leave her. The lawyer pretty much knew. So
so Courtney wanted to leave him. Okay. What's up? What's up, Stranger Than Fiction? What's going on?
This wasn't like a hidden thing going on. So he actually wanted to talk to her about their inevitable divorce, and he even called their attorney, Rosemary Carroll. We'll get into her a bit. I don't know, Robin. I don't know. Did you pull anything on Rosemary or no? We can talk about her a little bit.
I have some stuff, but I didn't pull any of that.
Okay, I mean we can mention. Yeah, so Rosemary was their lawyer.
Can I just jump in real quick?
Yeah,
about
go ahead.
Carroll? I didn't know this all along, but her husband is Jim Carroll. That's the guy the Basketball Diaries was made about.
Oh yeah,
the movie The Basketball Diaries. That's Jim Carroll. That's his wife.
Nice.
Yeah, there were some other people too in instrumental. Real quick, if you are not familiar, I'm not going to delve into them deeply.
Go ahead.
If anybody's familiar with there's another group out there back then.
How long are we in so far?
By the name of the Meat Puppets. Joe, you probably know who they are.
Oh yeah.
One you might, but
oh yeah, they played a bunch of their songs from
always this one right here.
TV Unplugged. Yeah.
Chris Kirkwood.
This is Blue Beetle Board guy right there.
were real close with him, and they had a lot of there was a Kurt reached out to them the week before he died, right after the Rome thing. One one's going to go through the one or the Rome thing and all that, but I wanted to throw those names out there for anybody that didn't know that the Meat Puppets, Chris and Kurt, the Kirkwoods, the guys that put that together, were close to Kurt, and Kurt had reached out to them pre this situation. I don't know if you knew that either, JJ, or not, but and that's kind of important and instrumental in my opinion, as we'll get into later on. But I just want their names out there so you guys remember that. Sorry, one. Go ahead, buddy.
That's okay. So he wanted to talk to her. He was going to talk to her about more with the divorce and on this trip. He even called their attorney, Rosemary Carroll, and told her to take Courtney out of his will. Within now, this is like, you can't make this shit up.
Right.
Within hours of him meeting Courtney Love in Rome, and told her, when meeting her in Rome, Pat Smear and friends say that he was very upset, he was angry, and he's telling Courtney he doesn't want to be with her. She's fighting with him.
Okay, is this accurate? First, we need to see if this is accurate. Was oh, I have ChatGPT. Hold up. No. Was Kurt going to leave Fort before death? Fuck, I don't know why it's taking me forever to...
Threatening to never let him see the daughter ever again, and all of a sudden he ends up in a 20-hour coma. I mean, if it's a quacks like a duck, looks like a duck, it's a duck.
It is, and
okay. Is there evidence? Oh. Back check. Impending reports indicate that Kobain had discussed divorce with his attorney and was looking to remove Lev from his will. Arguments and separation. Following a drug overdose in Rome in March 1994, which was inevitably deemed an accident but later described as some as failed. Sources close to the situation claim that Love was aware of his intentions and asked an attorney to find the meanest, most vicious divorce lawyer before his death. A note found in Cobain's wallet after his death, released by Seattle Police Department, contained insults directed at Love and mocked their wedding vows, which some interpreted as further evidence of a deeply fractured relationship. Conflicting views Okay, I need some. Okay, Gary James interview with ClassicBand.com. Okay, this is by Classic Band. Okay, hold that. This is by ClassicBand.com. What is ClassicBand.com? Hold up. Okay, well, so this guy was asked. You went to the Seattle police. I was gonna die. You know what? What? Hold on, let me like the shit. Let me look the shit. Let's show you guys how to fact check yourself too. So basically, I just googled did because I got these here. I got the Kurt Cobain murder case mystery. This is the Facebook. You know that's not going to be credible. Then there's www.themusicboxmedia.com. The Courtney Killed Kurt mystery theory. This is the most credible. ClassicBands.com. Gary James interview with classicbands.com. So we're gonna look at that interview. So let me take it on my Discord. So we're going there. Let's see. Hey, what's up? What's up, cuz? Bond, what? What do I think happened? I think it was suicide, but I don't know. I don't know. Diago the Grifter could change my mind right here on this very stream. All right, hold up. Let me get you guys to this interview here. Let me get you guys to this interview. Share the screen. First off, here we go. You guys see? No, I'm not sharing. Fuck. Alright. This is why. Oh, I was answering And who is Gary James? Who is Gary James? Okay, so let's see. Can you guys see what I'm showing? Oh God, hold on. Let me show this. I don't know. We'll see. But conflicting reports have said that she got his inheritance pretty fast, and people were defending her honor. So we'll see. Okay. Just 6 days before Kurt was found, his wife, Courtney Love, hired private detective police Tom Grant to find Kurt. You may remember that Kurt walked away from. Oh, yeah, okay. He was a former LA County Sheriff Department. Okay. Courtney Love, you hired what? Courtney Love hired you to find Kurt. Why did she select you? Oh, well, Courtney Love selected him. Oh. No, this was on holiday earlier, Sunday, April. Okay. Let's see. Oh, wow, I love how it saves the question. Oh, okay, here we go. You were at the Seattle police within 7 days of Kurt's death and told them he was murdered. What did they say to you? No, first of all, I was on the phone. To the Seattle police trying to get them the day the body was found. I was more or less blown off on the telephone. One of the detectives I talked to said, look, he was locked inside the room. The door was locked from the inside. I had talked to them on the phone and tried to warn them that there were some funny things going on. I had come back to Los Angeles after the body was found and met with Rosemary Cornell of Courtney's attorney, and then decided to go back up to Seattle the next week. I've done a lot more investigating up there, spent some time with Courtney. A week after the body was found, I had to sit down meeting with Sergeant Cornell of the Seattle Police Department. At that point, I pointed out an awful lot of information, which is outlined of the material I've released on the internet. He's released material. Among them was a motive. Of course, the first thing he asked me was, why would she do this? And I said, and I laid out for him, I know for a fact Court was leaving Courtney at the time he ended up dying. There was a divorce in the works. There had been a lot of talks about divorce and separation. Courtney had an album coming out pretty soon. Oh, I didn't know about that one. Courtney had an album out? The obvious motive in a situation like this would she benefit more from a suicide or from a divorce? Then again, if Court commits suicide, he gets everything. But Courtney already got all his, for some reason. Okay, so what's his name? So this is Courtney's detective coming out and saying, so why is he implicating Courtney, like, right then and there? Kind of weird. Imagine you hired a detective and the detective, like, basically starts making it seem like you did something. What the fuck? Huh. That's probably a word right there. So we have Courtney Love. Let's go to our notes. Hold up. So we have let me see, let me write down the what's his name? Tom Brady. Okay, hold up. This is few days ago. Hold up, wait, what? Detective Tom Grant. Tom Grant. Courtney hired him to find Kurt Cobain. Before something happens. Why is she? Why is he throwing her under the bus? That's True Crime Cafe trying to stop me, guys. They try to shut me down. My beard is coming in nicely from this angle. The fuck? My beard needs to grow in more though. Okay, I'm here, you guys. So we're looking back at the oh shit. How come it's not did you guys see the letter I was reading? I mean not the letter, the thing I was reading here. Fuck. I was reading this interview of the detective, the Gary James interview with the detective, Detective Tom Grant. He was Courtney Love's hired detective. But you know what? I want to know why she threw him under the bus. Why would he throw Courtney under the bus? It's like, hey, can you look for my husband Courtney? Can you look for my husband Kurt? And so she does it, and then after she's dead, and now he's saying, "Oh, she did it," or I don't get this. Maybe he'll answer that question. Courtney Love hired you to find Kurt. Why did she select you? Did you come through from a recommendation or something? No, this was on a holiday, early Sunday, April 3rd. Can you guys see this? Oh yeah, you guys have seen it. Oh no, I think it was the cafe. They try to shut me down. They don't want me talking about this. Okay. Why is Courtney Love mad at you? I really don't like to refer to the O.J. Simpson case because why does Courtney Love mad at you? I really don't like to refer to the O.J. Simpson case because it's just the one thing in there everybody writes and talks about. But the natural response to a question like that is, why is O.J. Simpson mad at Chris Dormas and so-and-so? I'm just doing my job, but I'm accusing her of being involved in a murder, so naturally she's going to be angry, just like O.J. is going to be angry at people accusing him of something. Oh, what a way to deflect. What a way to deflect. What a way to deflect. Uh, um, um, it's just everybody, but naturally, okay. I really don't like to refer to the O.J. Simpson case because it's out there. But natural response to a question like that is, why is O.J. Simpson mad at Chris and Marissa? I'm just doing my job, but I'm accusing her of being involved in a murder, so naturally she's gonna be angry at, just like OJ's gonna be angry. Why are you deflecting it onto other people? This question is directed at you, boy. This direction isn't directed at OJ. Deflection. Okay, I better be quiet. Deflection at its finest, right there. Deflection. Somebody's got something to hide. Why is he deflecting? Why is he deflecting? Holy, maybe it was him. Maybe it was Tom Grant. Maybe it was Tom Grant. He didn't want. He knew I would call out this little deflection right there. He knew I would call out this little deflection right there. So maybe it was him who shut down my stream just now. Did you break some kind of law by pursuing an inquiry into Kurt's death? We have to have the courts decide if I was truly aware of a business or professional court. Is your life in danger as well, my life is in danger as any police officer or prosecutor that goes up to criminals. I don't feel paranoid. In fact, at this point, I feel safe. Okay, whatever. You guys want to see this interview for yourself? So far, this guy's fucking suspect already. He's suspect. You can check this out. You can check out this interview yourselves. Post it in there. I don't think that's okay with though, or maybe it might show up. Very suspect. This deflection right here, man. What a deflection right there. He didn't even answer the question. He just didn't even answer the question. What a deflection. Fuck, hold up, I need to do it again. You were at the Cedar Place 7 days before Kurt's death and told them he was murdered. You're right, there's never happened any proof this was a suicide. That's right. What the fuck? You go on. Your opinion of this case should not be based on twisted details given by the police and the mob media. So you're saying that the Seattle police did not do an investigation? All of above. Wow. Well, I have said that Courtney Love and Michael Devon, the male nannies that was living in the house where Kurt died, was involved in the conspiracy that resulted in the death. Oh God, Michael Devon. Okay, male nanny. What's the interest? First off, what is this website? Gary Chance presents rock and roll interviews, classicbands.com. That's voices from the past. Wow. Okay. Okay, I hate to say it, but these guys, I'm looking. This guy seems very sus. The Tom guy being interviewed, he's very sus right now. Off the bat, a hired nanny by Courtney. Tom Grant. Did he ask? Did Courtney pay him? Are you guys seeing this interview? Fuck! Sorry. What the hell? There we go. Finally, shit. Too late, everybody left. Okay. Maybe she's a notice. There talks about the note. Yeah, we all see the note now. The note came out. Hmm. You said you heard from a number of people with information. The standpoint made from Muhammad. God, he's hiding a lot. Oh, I messed with this was a little bit. Yeah, this is why. Oh well. This is why tests are. This is why tests are obsolete now because people are just going to long PDFs and have uh, fucking research thrown at them without them thinking. The interviewer already established the payment situation indirectly. Early in the interview, Grant explains that Courtney hired him after finding his ad in the phone book. He also says Courtney Love should never hire anybody that she's not able to pay off. Ooh. She said that? Oh. Courtney Love should never hire anybody that should not be able to pay on. How was that phrased? How was that phrased? How was that phrased? I don't know about this guy. I don't know about this guy. So this is the guy that started all the conspiracy theories, huh? Hmm. This sounds like it's kind of covertly threatening Courtney. Huh. Hold up. Courtney Love hired you to find Kirk. Why did she select you? Did you come through a recommendation from a mutual acquaintance? No, this was a holiday, Easter Sunday, April 3rd, 1994. I happened to be in my office. Courtney was down here in Beverly Hills that she opened her phone book to try and find a private investigator that she could hire at the time. She saw my ad in the phone book, so it strictly came from my ad in the phone book I was reading on one-line post for one of Courtney's supporters saying, this will teach Courtney Love to never hire anyone out of the phone book. To that, I would have to agree. Courtney Love should never hire anybody that she should not be able to pay off. That's not confirmation. That sounds like it's like she didn't answer the question if Courtney paid her off. Oh. Hidden. Okay, I'm missing something. He indirectly implies he wasn't paid off by telling her. Your instinct is right. Tom Pratt absolutely does imply he wasn't paid off. And how he does it indirectly, not by saying I wasn't paid, but by framing Court as someone who tries to pay people off and control them, that he is the exception. Oh. She should never. Huh. Yeah, that does sound like. Doesn't that sound like an explicit threat? Tom Brady is suspect. Suspect. I mean, you could have said, "Oh no, I can't talk about that," but I mean, then again, he's talking about everything else, so he can't really say that. Yeah. Let me get the question. God, that's a loaded answer. This would teach Courtney Love to never hire a bum, but in fact, I would have to agree. Courtney Love should never hire anybody she's not able to pay off. He's pretty much invoking her. Something happened between them. Something happened. Or he thought he could get more out of the story. Oh no, I don't like this Tom Grant guy. I don't like this Tom Grant guy. Cut. Evasive. I don't know about this guy. Yeah, this Tom Brady guy, I wouldn't trust him. Let's see what these guys have to say about him. Oh wow, 2 hours? Damn, 2 hours. Okay, we'll finish the true crime. Want me to watch it with you guys? Wow.
If I can jump in real fast, add into what you said. So,
God, what research.
Courtney told the media and their close friends, okay, it was a suicide attempt. Okay, that this is what it was. She had flown there just to see him, okay, and found out. And when this happened, this is her story. He found out at that point. This is what one woman was talking about, that she had was cheating on him, and didn't want to be there anyway, and that he didn't want to do the.
Okay. You know what? They're just glossing. Hold up. Yeah, I don't like this Tom Grant guy. No, already. It's very suspect. What the fuck? 2015, a documentary-style film called "Soaked in Bleach" came out that is told from Grant's perspective, presenting his theory that Kobain's death wasn't a suicide. Courtney's death reacted with cease and desist letter to screenings calling the film defamatory, but no major lawsuits came about. There are no credible recent news reports confirming any new legal action from 2024 to 2026 or involving Tom Grant. Here's. Let me copy my sources here. Hold on. Let me send this thing to my sources. Share. Just sharing is carrying. Discord. Let me see. Where's my stupid Discord? Well, you know what? I'm gonna get off here soon. Let me check out this Grand guy. Yeah, this guy's very suspect. See, ChatGPT didn't know everything. Okay, all in all, I'm gonna end the stream. Thanks for joining. Hope you enjoy this tomorrow. Okay. Alright, we're back to these guys. I don't know. Investigator going advocate. And then he makes a documentary in 2015. Or, oh my god, I don't know. Sounds like a profiteer of sorts. If it was just some nobody, she would just move on, right?
Tour. He wanted to be home in Washington doing dope with Mark Lanigan and Dylan, his best friend.
Right.
So that's what he did, blah, 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 so on and so forth. Tour canceled. He went back to Washington. But here's the deal. This is, again, her story. She took off when he...
All right, well, it's already 2 hours. So I'll stop it here. Thanks, you guys, for joining. Hope you guys like the stream. Hope you guys like it so far. I know it was kind of long because I kind of pretty much took you guys through the research. So I hope you guys liked it. All in all, thanks for joining. Like, comment, and subscribe. You know the routine. I don't got to tell you. All in all, take care. Good night. Like a soft drink.